Well, it is the top of the hour, and this is a Fox News alert. We're awaiting an update on the disappearance of that Iowa college student after a potential break is reported in that case. Welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Sandra Smith.
And I'm Bill Hemmer. Just to recap a moment ago, what's the saying you say when you get pulled over? You say...
Officer, I'm so sorry for wasting your time. It is important.
Go blue.
I've used it.
Authorities are now checking on the possible sighting of Mollie Tibbetts at a truck stop in Missouri. The 20-year-old vanished 2 weeks ago, sending shockwaves through her tight-knit community, but her loved ones are hopeful an outpouring of help and support will help bring Mollie home alive.
It's pretty heartwarming to know the entire, pretty much, nation has gotten our backs, and, you know, they're all putting forth the effort to try to find her.
Just think about what you saw and call the authorities. I really think that's how we're going to get Mollie back. I really do.
Let's get now to Matt Finn. He is on the ground in Brooklyn, Iowa. Matt, you've been on this story from the beginning. What's changing today?
Well, in a short while, Sandra, we expect the family of Mollie Tibbetts and Crime Stoppers of Central Iowa to hold a press conference, and we expect them to announce a substantial increase in the reward money for Mollie Tibbetts. It hovered around just $2,000 for days, and I'm told that it might rise as high as $150,000. And, you know, regarding that potential sighting of Mollie Tibbetts at that Kansas City truck stop, that is one of hundreds of tips investigators say they have received. They looked into that possible sighting. They did a search. They interviewed witnesses, and unfortunately, that turned up nothing. It seems right now, today, that the family of Mollie Tibbetts and Crime Stoppers are really ramping up their personal and private efforts to raise money and raise awareness to recover Mollie Tibbetts, because I'm told the family believes that right now Mollie Tibbetts is alive and being held captive somewhere. And the family says until they learn otherwise, they're going to do everything they can to try to recover her. Now, Mollie Tibbetts' boyfriend sat down with Fox News at length. He says he's back in the house that Mollie Tibbetts was staying at, his house, on July 18th when they went missing. We asked him if there was any signs of a struggle or a forced entry at that house, and he said he couldn't comment on that because investigators asked him not to. He also would not tell us what he thinks the theory is about what happened when Mollie went missing on July 18th, and he says, unfortunately, the house was probably not locked when she went missing.
It's Brooklyn. You don't lock your doors. It's a very trusting community, and, you know, this is like the first time anything like this has ever happened. Because, you know, nobody ever thought there was a reason to. Again, it's Brooklyn. Nothing ever happens in Brooklyn. That's why it's such a blindsided situation.
In addition to that potential Kansas City sighting, investigators here in Brooklyn, Iowa, also investigated and questioned a pig farmer who pleaded guilty to stalking in the past, and that led to nothing. And a couple days ago, there was a man spotted taking pictures of female joggers in a neighboring county, and unfortunately, that has also not led to Mollie. Back to you guys.
Matt, real quick before I go, because we've got this news conference with the family coming up in the next hour. Where's the mother? She lived with her mom. Her dad was living in California, or does live in California, but we have not seen and heard from the mother much.
That is a great question, and we got to ask the family, the brothers, we got to ask the father and the boyfriend yesterday, and all of them tell us that the mom is a very strong woman, and she has decided to remain behind the scenes and is very active working to recover her daughter behind the scenes, and that she has basically nominated the rest of the family to do interviews. Her father lives in California. We understand that the mother lives here in this area, but so far we have not seen or heard from her. Sandra.
Is in the middle of an incredibly difficult situation. We'll see if we see her in the noon hour at that news conference. Matt Finn, thank you. And coming up, we're going to hear a lot more from Mollie Tibbetts' father, as well as her boyfriend, about her disappearance.